Boat friends, I don't even have to think about it. This is going to be the coolest video that I've done up to this point regarding ships. We're right here at the Duluth Aerial Lift Bridge. Take a look at the moon. The sky almost looks like it was painted. Absolutely beautiful. Take a look at the calm water. What we have going is two vessels, two all-star vessels. You could almost rank them number one or number two as far as popularity. We have the Arthur M. Anderson right here in the front. Right behind it is the Polar Tagerta, the largest ship on the Great Lakes. And the Anderson, probably the most famous ship on the Great Lakes just because of its connection to the Fitz. What's going to be awesome about this is it's going to be a single lift for both vessels. I heard it over the radio. We are right here at the Duluth Aerial Lift Bridge. They're getting closer. You can see there's still water going down to North Pier. Scooters are still out. At a certain point when it snows, those scooters will be gone. But let me show you here real quick a sneak peek of what's going on. Here's the ships we'll be looking at. The Polar Tregurtha, the PRT, the Queen of the Great Lakes. Longest ship out there, 1,013 feet in length. Then we have the Arthur M. Anderson, super famous ship, built in 52, old school laker. As you can see, 54 degrees. Wind, 3 miles per hour out of the southeast, 10-mile visibility. Really, really nice conditions to see these awesome ships. Walking through the puddle. I hope I'm not getting my feet wet. Come on, you know I got those rubber boots. I'm standing in the rocks right now. See, there's some driftwood that washed up, and you can see the lights from the Duluth city skyline right there in front of you. You can see the lake walk right over here on the left portion of the screen. Look at that lake. This is just going to be great with these ships coming in. I'm going to give you a 360 spin so you get a feel for what's going on. Decent amount of people are down here. I saw more people are showing up. You can see those two lights out there. That's our ships. The parking lot starting to fill up as well. You'll see the communication towers there. I'm going to go through the green gate here, go down to the very end of the North Pier and get us a shot from the lighthouse. Here's a view from the North Pier. When I swing around here to the right, we're going to be able to see the ships as they continue to get closer to us. You can see them right there. One thing to point out before the vessels get right next to us, take a look at the current light. See that yellow light? Neutral current in the canal. Big advantage of those rubber boots. We're going to be able to stand right in the middle of that water along the wall. Area lift bridge heading on its way up to 135 feet. Anderson will be the first vessel. Really nice turnout here for this time of night. There we go. Bridge all the way up to 135 feet. Let me show you what's going on in marine traffic. Anderson is doing 7.6 knots. And Tagerta is doing 7.4 knots. They're very close to the aerial lift bridge. That's where we are at right here. The Anderson is going to make its way through the harbor basin under the Bolotnik, and it's going to offload limestone over at Haladock. The PRT is going to go under the aerial lift bridge, go through the harbor basin, under the Bolotnik, go right over here to load coal at Smet. Well, here comes Anderson approaching the piers. I'm going to give you a shot right here where you can do a little people watching. We can look at this mini lake right here on the North Pier, and giving you a shot of the South Pier Lighthouse as well. But there's the Anderson getting close. Here's some information about this historic vessel. Arthur M. Anderson, built in 1952, 767 feet in length, owned and operated by the Great Lakes Fleet, based here in Duluth, Minnesota. Cargo capacity, 25,000 tons, and as I mentioned, it's filled with limestone right now. Built at the American Shipbuilding Company in Lorain, Ohio. In 1975, it was lengthened by 120 feet. 1982, converted to a self-unloader at Fraser Shipyards. It's basically right behind me right now. Powered by a steam turbine engine. So this is an SS, a steamship. Right now you can see the forward pilot house of the Anderson, and you can actually see the light behind it right over there of the PRT. But the Anderson, most of us really know that this ship is all about history. If you don't know, this was the last ship in contact with the Edmund Fitzgerald on that night that it went down. It took on the same waves and it battled through that storm. And when the Coast Guard asked for a vessel to go out, it was Captain Cooper that answered the call and went back out to look for survivors from the Fitz. So this vessel means a lot to people that follow Great Lakes shipping and shipping in general around the world. Look at this beautiful ship. You can see the steering pole right at the front of the bow, sticking forward. Take a look at that boom. You got the crowd pretty pumped up. Take a look at probably the captain right up there, saying what's up to everybody. There's that steering pole, even better. Take a look at that moon up there as well. Now let's look at the rest of this beautiful, beautiful ship. Take a look at the boom. There's that vessel going under the lift bridge. Everybody's pretty mesmerized as they see the ship go by. Look at that stack. Got the American flag hanging off the stern. Now here you go, boat friends. Let's get a good look at this beautiful ship. Take a look at that pivot. You can see that stern moving to the starboard, the bow moving to the port side, giving you a shot of an ocean-going vessel as well. That's the Isadora right there. But take a look at the turn here by the Anderson. Smooth work for the captain. And the aerial lift bridge is still up after the Anderson. Next on deck, got the PRT. Let me provide some details about the largest ship on the Great Lakes. Polar Tagertha, built in 1981, 1,013 feet in length, known as the Queen of the Great Lakes. Built at American Shipbuilding Company in Ohio, its carrying capacity a huge 68,000 tons. It has a bow thruster, 1,500 horsepower, 36 hatches, 5 holds, 2 controllable pitch propellers, 2 rudders, and 2 powerful engines pushing out about 16,000 horsepower. A lot of people on the wall this evening to check out the biggest ship. This vessel is such a giant. You take a look at the backside, the stern side of this ship, you can see the plume of steam that's coming out. It does have diesel engines, but it has a scrubbing system that removes most of the harmful exhaust, so you're seeing steam that's coming out. As this bow gets by us, you're going to notice that this vessel is going to stretch almost through the whole canal. And what's cool, take a look at the side of the vessel, that red light that's blinking from the North Pier Lighthouse. Just adds to the ambiance. Look at this powerful ship. We got the salute, 107.9 for the PRT, and 100.7 for the Arthur M. Anderson. I just heard a person behind me say wow, and that's a perfect word to describe this vessel as you see it go through this canal. Let me give you another glimpse, looking all the way down. Just keeps going and going and going. There's a better look at the superstructure. You can see that steam coming out of the stacks right up there by the radar that's spinning. You can see the lifeboat right there. There's an individual out here talking to the crowd. Let me look right up here and show you that steam. Talk about an incredible piece of engineering. Now let's watch this go under the aerial lift bridge. Now stick with this video because we're going to watch the pivot of this vessel as it goes through the harbor basin. That steam is just under the bridge. I mean, that's a big, big ship. And now you can see the captain maneuvering this downtown skyscraper that floats. That's essentially what this is. There you go. Now you can see that bow. You can see the stern now moving to the starboard. That captain makes it look so easy. Beautiful, beautiful night sky as a backdrop. Look at that water, really calming as you look at it. And just to think that the largest ship on the Great Lakes is just easily cruising through and making that turn. Well, what do you think, boat friends? If you enjoyed these two ships, please hit a like before you leave the video. Also subscribe if you want to watch them live streaming. Always appreciate you watching the videos. I'll be out here with the next vessel. If you're interested in additional videos, here's a few to choose from.